The European Union says Israel needs to comply with international law as the country increases attacks on Gaza. Civilians there are now living without power, water, and fuel after Israel cut off the supply. Israeli officials say they will not lift the blockade until Hamas releases 150 hostages captured over the weekend. More than 2,600 people have been killed over the last 6 days of fighting. About 1,400 are Palestinian. At least 27 are American. Now, the U.S. will begin sending flights to Israel tomorrow to rescue Americans who want to leave. Meantime, Qatar has also agreed to refreeze $6 billion of Iranian funds that had been unlocked in a prisoner swap with the Biden administration. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin will meet with Israeli officials tomorrow to discuss increasing military aid. Israel is expected to launch a ground invasion into Gaza in the coming days.
Well, in Evanston, a family is desperately waiting for an update on two women who haven't been heard from since Hamas's terror attack.
WGN's Dana Rebick joining us live from Evanston, where a vigil is planned tonight. Dana.
Well, that vigil begins at 7:30. It's for the missing mother and daughter in Israel. Today, as you mentioned, we learned 27 Americans are now among the dead as this war enters its sixth day.
Sorry it's under these circumstances.
Thank you for tremendously.
We're here. We're not going anywhere.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arriving in Israel for a visit with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has vowed Hamas will be crushed after Saturday's brutal terror attacks. Israeli Defense Forces continuing bombing runs on the Gaza Strip. Hamas returning fire, launching rockets back into Israel. Netanyahu says this is step one of the IDF operation. Step two would be a ground invasion, an order that hasn't been given yet.
And if you've been watching TV, you've seen tours or convoys of tanks, APCs, artillery pieces, and many other things that are in the south directed towards the Gaza Strip and making preparations for the next stage of the war.
Here at home, family of missing Evanston natives Judith Renan and her daughter Natalie prepare for a vigil tonight as the conflict continues. The Prime Minister said power and water will not be restored to Gaza until Israel gets its 150 hostages back. So far, 1,400 people have been killed in Gaza. Scenes from hospitals there are horrific, as some Chicago natives like John Rauschenberger fear the worst.
And they stopped to visit and were on the way out of the country when this war broke out.
Rauschenberger's daughter Emily, her husband, and 5 children are trapped in Gaza. They live in England and were there visiting her husband's family.
The U.S. State Department has no plan to help evacuate Americans in Gaza. And rightfully so, they're helping Americans get out of Israel, absolutely. And we realize they've got to eradicate Hamas. But before the invasion, we're getting no help and no attention to help evacuate Americans that are, through no fault of their own, trapped in Gaza.
That man calling on the U.S. government to work with Israel and Egypt to open up the Rafah border crossing so these refugees can get out of the Gaza Strip. So far, we have learned there have been 1,500 Hamas militants killed in Israel so far. That vigil here in Evanston we mentioned begins at 7:30 tonight, and there is another one downtown at Grant Park that gets underway at 5:30. Live in Evanston, Dana Rebick, WGN News.
Thank you, Dana.